The Summoner's Rift.
Oh, that's tragic. Alright, let me get everything back up and fucking running again. God damn it. Somehow still loaded into this game. Oh. Sleep forever. Sleep forever. Now I have to redo all of this shit. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Alright, we'll just have to leave it at that. I'll fix the YouTube stream in a bit here. Alright, now yeah, we'll talk The Last of Us in a bit. I have to get through this fucking early game because your boy's trying to edit the stream title and everything else. Bro, I can't do shit. Oh my god, dude. Just let me play the game.
You require recalibration.
Oh, I need vamp immediately. Bro, what the fuck? Why is my CS? Jesus. Somehow I'm still ahead in CS, which is just wild. There we go. Nice. Now I can get Vamp Scepter. Now I heal up a little bit more. Oh, we're set. Alright, and I can edit the YouTube stream. Thank Christ. Okay, let me edit this really quick. Coco's going ballistic with a toy. Always fun. This is a gaming. This is a League of Legends. Why the fuck am I standing still? What the fuck is happening? Dude, today's just not my day, is it? Holy shit. Alright, real quick. Delay Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit late on that. Trying to get everything organized. Finally able to catch up on notifications. I'm Perennial. Thank you for the follow. Alright, we're back on track with CSing. Alright, there we go. We can get a ward up here. We are... Oh, he nearly got that.
been slain. I am hardwired.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Why did that take so long to auto? What the fuck happened? I don't know. Either way, I'll take it. I canceled it? Jesus. Didn't even know that I did that. My bad. Whoops. Alright, now that I'm in a good state, calm, we can talk about The Last of Us. So, my biggest thing was that I felt like in the first, like, 15 minutes... Ooh, hold up. There we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, we'll talk after this, I guess. That works. We'll take that. That's absolutely worth. That is absolutely worth it. If I didn't cancel that auto, I would have had a double without the death. So that's on me. But we will absolutely take 5 and 3 with boots on our way to Bork already. Absolutely. And they're heavy AP too. Heavy AP, so I can go Wit's End this game. I feel really good about going Wit's End. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ah. Wait until the last one. Okay, sounds good. I'll wait until after this game.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, Blitz is dead. Nice. Yeah, I got movement speed and lifesteal, buddy. You ain't a match for me like you think you are. That works. Easy enough. Don't you mean they're just gonna basically make Klarna payments? Or Klarna payments? Klarna? Klarna? They're gonna make payments on it and then never pay it back.
An enemy has been slain.
Because that's how we entered the first financial crisis, with not being able to pay our mortgages. But now we're going to enter the second one by not being able to pay for our Kaisa skins. Wait, Wait a minute. If I sell this. Burrito payment plan. Put a lead. Exactly. League skins being the reason for the next Great Depression is ironically fitting. Fucking TF. Piece of shit. Rather make Chipotle payments than skin payments? I mean, one's food, one's a voluntary skin to use in a game. So I'll let you figure out which one's more important, but hang on. I'll respond to this in a minute, Lunar.
Executed.
Hey, LifeX. Okay. Japanese business build a bait on foundation of respect and honor. What other of those things are broken? Regardless of any loss in finances. I mean, I get that. And I look, based on what Steve is saying, or what Steve said today, it's pretty clear that, like, it's just one of those that I talked with Basil in DMs, and basically the thing that I said, without like revealing private conversations, is like I'm a big believer in, like, American culture is kind of built on this like thing of second chances, where it's like we have topics that we touch on here in America that are like really bad, and like people do fucked up things, but you want to believe in people's redemption arcs. In this case, oh, hold up. In this case, regardless of what TL did with the player, okay, like whether they fire him, in this case, obviously they chose to stick with him and like side with him on this. I'm a big believer of taking bad events and turning them into educational experiences for everybody. In terms of, like, obviously this is what this guy did is terrible, but we can use that as a way to learn. Or at least other people can use that as a way to learn about Japanese culture, the importance of it, as well as just the historical events of this. And to just sever ties, I think, like, I get why they do it in their culture, fine. But I'm not going to agree with that in terms of how I would personally handle that. They're obviously, TL's able to do whatever the fuck they want, or not TL, Honda's able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Their business, their deals, they're the ones in the power position, their money, all that. I just don't think it's I don't think it's productive to just cut somebody off. Oh, fucking Christ. And that's what I mean. Jesus. He's just gonna ult me and kill me every time. Like, I get that. I get the trust, and like that basis is gone for them. And it's just a cultural difference. But ultimate kill, yeah. Yeah, he did. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I wish we could have a conversation around and like teach people why you don't do shit like that, because it's clear that there's an online generation that like just wants to say the edgiest shit possible at all times, and they don't understand the repercussions of that.
An ally has been slain.
And I think it's worth teaching people about that rather than just immediately like saying like, nope, you're done. You're fucking with me. So I don't have to hear anybody flame me. That'd be great.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'll unmute pings. And that's it. Did the player have other than the apology statement? 4 months of pay stripped, and there was like 2 or 3 other ties, or two or three other things that are happening as a result of it. But the biggest thing is like 4 months of pay is gone for him, so he'll play without pay. Reflect poorly on them to consumers. I get it. I get the cult. As many people have made like very clear, I get the Japanese culture won't let them do it. Like, won't let them stay. It would be too detrimental to Honda to stay. I get that portion. But I just simply, like, that's a cultural difference between our, like, the East and the West on that front, where it's like, I'm a big believer of using that as a learning experience for people. And, like, people are just so quick on the jump. And I had somebody, one of the things that was said to me is like, well, what if you used an American tragedy, like one of our worst tragedies in this situation? I'd be like, okay, again, same thing. Like that, like that's just a cultural difference, and it is what it is.
Shut down.
Brazilian culture is built on memeing everything.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yep. Yep, I remember, and that's the thing is like I saw Brazilian, like at that moment, like I saw Brazilian fans the entire time using 9/11 memes and everything else, and it's like, is it okay that they do that? No, but it should be an educational moment for people being like, this is too far. Like, don't. Like, I don't know what it's different obviously when fans are saying it versus players or like representatives of an org whenever it's a sponsored thing. But also I'm just I really wish there was this, like, I get why they had to, but I wish there was a separation between the individual and the org whenever the org has a good relationship for years with them. So many people have been acting like Hunter completely out of line for pulling out. See, I've seen the opposite. I've seen people, like, obviously being on the other end of this. It's been like, I've had people come at me for, like, saying that, like, oh, you're invalidating Honda's position on this. Like, dude, I can't even exist in this game. It's like, no, I'm not invalidating Honda's position. I just have a different opinion of how I would like to see things handled in an ideal world. Hate you got for what I thought was a pretty default opinion. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing was I brought the money part of this in, which is unsubstantiated. And, like, obviously we can't talk about because it's never going to be public information. But I still do believe that there's, like, a money part of this that, like, in the back of their mind, they're probably thinking, you know, we probably got out of this and that's probably not a bad thing. Even if, as people said, like, they would stay in the relationship regardless of the financial thing because, it's built on trust and everything else. But in the back of their mind, they're like, esports wasn't really making us all that much money anyways. Probably for the best, but they ain't going to say that shit.
An ally has been slain.
And, the severed partnership could be entirely, like, or is, like, entirely separate from that. But that could still be an underlying thing that is thought. And we all know it. Like, anybody that's around, like, esports knows that they were probably thinking that.
Ally has been slain.
Not media train for their non-NA players. But here's the thing. Even if you media train somebody, you can't media train for every specific situation. You give them guidelines and things that you hope that they follow. But, like, people will still make mistakes. People will still say things that are edgy and out there. And you hope that there's a redemption part of it. Now, obviously, nobody in esports is actually media trained. That's an underlying problem. But, like, there still will be, like, because we exist more on the online space than anybody else, regardless of whether people are media trained or not, there will still be problems with edgy humor. that will just always exist.
I have contact lenses heading right to my home, and that means overnight shipping. And it's not just the ease of ordering and the very quick shipping that
I mean, just towers of mass tragedy with pull out ASAP. I disagree. I mean, that's just me. If I'm an American company and an individual player says something like that, but not the team, I'd ask them to cut the player.
for any of your needs or concerns. So if you value efficiency
And if you're not going to cut the player, we better have a damn good answer that educates people.
ever again, give 1-800-CONTACT online ordering a try.
But I don't want to just blanketly cut ties with the organization because one individual says something fucked up. That's my biggest thing. That's where at a base level I just disagree to the fullest. Now, if TL had done something like that, sure, you're an organization, you know better. Like, that's beyond shitty. But we're talking about one individual player on one team.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has
Cut the player instead of... I mean, I think if cutting the player would have salvaged the relationship between the two of them, yeah, you cut the player. Without question. But if it was a non-negotiable, like if he was going to be gone no matter what, or TL is like, even, like, you know, get into those situations where, like, somebody's like, oh, you have to do this, but then you also need to do this. And even then, that's still not going to be enough. Like, then that's a whole... You kind of deal with that as it comes. But I think if they give you the option of, like, hey, you can save this multi-million-dollar partnership by just cutting this one player, I think you cut the player. Lighter news, Navi thoughts? Should be interesting. I mean, it's not like they've succeeded all that much in their other esports, like, league ventures. So we'll see how they do whenever they're in the big leagues, but only time will tell. I'm sure TL was discussing whether to cut him or not this whole time, but then boom. Oh, 100%. 100%. What I'd imagine they probably told him was something along the lines of, like, hey, I hope you understand the position you put us in. We'll see what we can do. If it works out, it works out. If not, it doesn't. That's the conversation I'd have with the kid. Be like, look, I believe that you didn't have malintent. Agreed. And I think intent matters. Like, just because you're making a shitty joke, not malintent. You still cut the players worth it to send the message. I don't think... See, I'm like the way TL handled it in terms of you cut his pay, you make massive donations. Like straight up cutting him if it's an option to keep him and make a learning lesson out of this. Like, that's the biggest thing. If you can make this a situation where somebody, or like beyond just him, like people in general learn from this, then it's worked in every way, shape, or form. He's basically playing without pay. And I'm sure, like, the public, like, his face being in Rainbow Six will serve as a lesson for people not to make this mistake again. Zero tolerance to other. I mean, again, if you're dealing with international cultures, I get it. I do. Because every other culture, at least in Asia, it seems like, has a zero tolerance policy around this. Fine. But me personally, I would strive to be the thing that I want people to be. Even if that's not like even if like a lot of brands don't line up with that, fine. I want the people that I'm partnered with and everything else that I'm there with to have similar values to me and believe in second shots and redemptions like that. And these moments to serve as educational examples for everybody. That's what I would want. Please always do representation. Yeah, they're a representation of the company, but they're not like... Oh, you mean over there. Never mind. Whoops. I thought you meant in America. I was gonna say in America, yeah, we're just at will. Like, you can be cut so quick. Like, you are not bigger than the company. You are like one individual. It's like Daniel Tosh had like a good stand-up comedy moment on it where he said, like, if you know that somebody in your family like did some fucked up thing or your partner did it, just go to the next town. We'll forgive you. But don't sit here and act like, oh, I couldn't believe that would ever happen. I also see the balance between education and having real consequences. Yeah, no, that, and again, that's fine. I think we can all, like, I'm fine with, like, the disagreement on, like, whether you should cut him or whether he should, you know, whether he should, like, serve as, like, this example there, fine. But, I mean, the biggest thing that I think we generally agree upon in that case, like, regardless, is, like, you need to show people why it's wrong. And just straight up cutting somebody and trying to, like, ignore the problem afterwards in a way is, like, not ideal in my mind. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you cut them and then you just silence it. You never talk about it. It's like, well, we gotta talk about it. We do. Like, we need to have the conversation. And that's the part that I feel like a lot of people are just, like, trying to write this off. It's like, no, bad, don't say it. Move on. It's like, well, let's educate some people. Let's have this conversation. But it's tough. It's a really touchy subject. It's all, again, it's just funny to me the amount of people that, like, come running to my DMs and, like, have personally messaged me and been like, well, what if an American company did this? It's like, guys, I would still have the same opinion. I'm just of I'm of a different background, different opinion than you have, and it's okay to have a difference in opinion. I'm not imposing anything upon you. You're allowed to believe what you want to believe and see the right way to handle certain situations. We can disagree on this, and that's fine. Like, there were a lot of people that in the reply to my original tweet that were just like, I can't say I agree with you, Dave. And I'm like, that's fine. Good. Don't agree with me then. There we go. But I mean, look, this is also a touchy subject in America right now, because the reality is, oh my god, he was really sitting in that bush. He was really just randomly sitting in that bush. Okay. Noted. Noted. Especially in spaces as young as esports, these kids. Oh, exactly. And I mean, I know part of part of this probably comes from me teaching kids, working with kids, and just, like, knowing that, like, adults, like, regardless of whether we want to say, like, oh, people are adults, like, adults are still kids. Come on. We act more childish than children do sometimes. Like, I'm just a big believer in trying to fucking make everybody around us better. On the player. Oh, 100%. By the way, speaking of education, you never had this test for high school? No, you just you went from 8th grade to high school. Like, you were guaranteed to go. It's not like you could test into a different school. It's not how that worked. You just went to high school from there. Like, you didn't have an option to go to a different school at all, unless you wanted to pay to go to private school, but then it was just pay to get in. You either paid or you went to the public school that your district was in, like your township was in. The only thing that you could test into was, like, AP classes. AP classes, like, advanced classes within your high school, fine. And they had, like, a clear separation of, like, the gifted kids versus the non-gifted kids, and everybody else of that sort. But why did I follow him? I shouldn't have followed him at all. Yeah, we had a separation between, like, the gifted kids and not. And, like, that was the big thing for me, was, like, the first time that I had to get new friends, quote unquote, in high school was, or not in high school, in middle school, was because in 5th grade, In 5th grade, I made a bunch of friends. I was basically in like, I was with all the smart kids. And I was really smart in math and like more of the technical subjects of school. But when it came to science and some of the more abstract things, or not like certain parts of science, but also English. Hold on, I need to see if I can save this game. Nope, game's over. But when it came to like the English and all of that, as you can tell by my tweets, because my English is fucking god awful, I sucked really bad. And in 8th grade, it was a real shell shock for me whenever we got our like class assignments. You either got assigned to the orange team or the black team, and like it was 6-0, and then you had like a section within those. So like you'd have orange or black, and then you'd have like you'd have 4 different tiers within it. Let me bring up paint. This is gonna be way easier. So you'd have in 6th grade. All right, 6th grade, you would have an orange team and a black team, and then you'd have section 1, 2, 3, 4, section 1, 2, 3, 4, and they always get like the gifted kids, give or take, or I mean, it was obviously more sections than this. We had 200 kids in our class, so 200. What was it? There was about 25 kids per class, I think. So it's what, 8? 200 divided by 25. Yeah, so it's about 8. So this is about right. And in 5th grade, it was the black team section 2 that was all the smart kids. And you knew. Like you knew it was this group, and I was with them. I tested decent, but I didn't test like astronomically well. So then in 6th grade, I found out, I was like, hey, like we got in the mail what team we were on like August 1st of that year. And found out in 6th grade, like all my friends were like on the black team, section 3. And in the mail, I got mine that I was on the orange team, section 2. And that was the first signal for me that, okay, I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Like, I know I'm good at certain things, but Pennsylvania State, no, this is just like regular classes, like regular exams within like your school, like your grades within like individual sections. Teachers took notes on like who was good at what, etc. So I got put over here, and it forced me to make brand new friends, brand new everything, because I was no longer with the smart kids. And that legitimately impacted my entire fucking high school, middle school and high school life, because I once again was never in a class with these smart kids until we got to high school. And once I got to high school, I was able to, you were able to section things out a lot better. So I was in math and history. Well, history I elected to do like middle of the road. But you had like your AP class, like starting from 9th to 12th grade, you had you had 3 levels. You had your really smart, your middle, and your dumb kids. And like, kudos to the dumb kids, or they all went to vocational schools. Like, they were the people that they went to VOTEC halfway through. Like, they'd spent half the day in high school actually in classes, half the day at VOTEC. And by all means, they're great people, and some of them make more money than I fucking do now, because they actually like went and learned a trade starting in junior year, which is like great for them. But one of them also is a SoundCloud rapper whose daughter graduated kindergarten when we graduated high school. But that's a story for a different day. But I then, when we got to high school, I would be with the smart kids for math classes, some history, and then like gym class and everything else. And high school really kind of, even though I was a very awkward kid, I made like the thing that I did well in high school, like relative to everybody around me, was I was such a mixed bag. There were certain classes where I was going to be in with the really smart kids. Anything economics, anything math, accounting, I was like head of my class in high school. Like, I crushed my accounting class. Nobody even came close to me. And there were certain classes where I was like middle of the road, and I was fine with that. I would get good grades in those middle of the road classes, but I didn't apply myself to like try and sign up for like the highest level, because I didn't want to. I didn't care to. But because of that, you have like your various different friend groups. You've got like the you've got the smart kids, you've got the jocks. I mean, just take Mean Girls. You got your jocks, you have your I mean, the jocks kind of like girls kind of fit in with jocks in terms of the preppiness, or like the preppy girls, the cheerleaders and the athletes. And with that, you had your emo kids, you had the nerds, and by nerds, they're not smart. That just means that they're gamers. And that's where I'm like, the majority of my friends, I would say, were in the nerd group. But the thing that I had going for me, I had made enough friends in middle school with the smart kids that I had quite a few friends there that also translated over to jocks, because I was a 12-year varsity letterman. Like, every sport that I played, I was varsity starting from my freshman year. But it wasn't in the traditional sports. It wasn't in your basketball, your soccer, your baseball, your football, like your jock sports. It was golf, swimming, and tennis. But I was legitimately good at all the sports that I did. Like really good for our area. At least at a high school level, to the point where I then made friends with some of the jocks, because it's like, okay, well, you're kind of an athlete. And like in gym class, I kept up with all the jocks. Like we played dodgeball, basketball, like you name those things. Like for those that remember shootout, where you like two people have basketballs, one person shoots, the one shoots right afterwards, and if you make it before then, fine. I beat my entire class on shootout. Like I was fucking great at it. So like I was there. Emo kids, because the emo kids were kind of like right in the middle, like a combination of like not too smart, not too dumb. Like I had a lot of classes with the emo kids, so I made friends with them. Like I had friends in every circle. And the thing that it was great for was like I was never truly alone. I always had like friends in different areas, but I never really had like, it wasn't until my senior year that I really had a best friend. I never, like, because I was so spread out all over the fucking place, doing 20 different, like, with 20 different groups of people all the fucking time. High school was always one of those where it's like, I could never make, like, that core group of friends. So this just kind of became, like, the thing where it's like, that is what it is. And I don't know, it helped me through it. Like, it got me through high school, for sure. Like, I never got bullied once in high school, despite being a nerd. Like, I was a nerd. I spent, like, I don't think you understand. I was in band, I was in chorus, I did sports, I was decently smart, but also not too smart. I played Risk, like, for my friends and I, like, we'd take our lunch and go to one of the teachers' classrooms with, like, those big science tables in the back, and we played Risk, and we played a new game of Risk every single week. And it would, like, take the entire week, and, like, you'd literally wait, like, every day we were looking forward to it. It's like, I was a nerd. Like, I was a fucking nerd, but never got bullied. Never once got bullied, because, like, I had friends in every group. So, like, nobody ever, like, messed with me or picked on me in any way, shape, or form, because I just made sure that, like, I kind of treated high school like a game. It's like, if you have somebody that you're friends with within every single group, regardless of what their opinion of you is, they won't bully you. So it worked out well. Also, I was stupidly tall, so that helped. But that's also, like, the one thing that helped me with, but also didn't at the same time, was it developed my social skills to the point where I feel like I can talk to anybody. But at the same time, I feel like I don't belong in any particular group. It's the same thing that I struggle with in real life. Like I love the gaming crowd. I don't get along as well with the gaming crowd, because a lot of the gaming crowd are social outcasts to a certain extent. And I want to be, like, I go out and I want to be with, like, the people that are ordering bottle service and, like, the popular kids, because I enjoy the same music as they do and the same vibes and the same good times and all that. But, like, I don't have the status or the wealth or, like, any of that to be in with that crowd. And I'm not athletic enough to be in with, like, the jocks nowadays who are doing, like, the, you know, the higher ends of, like, rec leagues and stuff like that, like, basically living out their, you know, high school sport dreams in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, both sports and gym. In Texas, you do sport. Yeah, we still had to do gym. Days not playing pickleball leagues. I would if I had time. That's the worst part. Is like, I would definitely play pickleball, because that was the thing, unironically, freshman year that kind of, like, made me not popular, but, like, kind of bought me some credence with the jocks. Was we had to do pickleball and badminton freshman year, and I kicked everybody's ass. I would always, like, we basically did King of the Hill. Need a duo? Yeah, come on, let's do it. But we basically did like King of the Hill, where you'd have like 8 courts, and I would always be hovering around like 1 or 2, or like if we lost our King of the Hill match, like me and my partner, whoever it was, and had to drop down to the 8th court, we ascended back to 1 so quick and would have rematches by the end of it with the Kings. So I was always taking on the jocks on that front. But all this to say, like, again, this got really off topic from like the high school conversation, but like, yeah, I didn't have a choice. I was forced into this shit. What's up, Negathrax? Like, you just didn't have a choice. Like, my parents picked what school I went to because of where they lived, and that was it. And you had to make do with what you got. You know, whether like, you had your friends or were forced into a different situation, you know, it is what it is. But it's also like my biggest struggle, and Emily can attest to this, is like I have a really, really hard time getting like really close to people. I always kind of keep people at like an arm's distance away. Like they're close, but they're never like too close because I have hands in every circle. And it prevents you from having like those best friends. Like I don't know if I'll ever be the best man at somebody's wedding. The 2 friends that I had that were best friends, one was in Pennsylvania, moved down to Texas, now works on the border, is in the military, and Lee still lives in North Carolina. I'm not sure what he's up to, but just different lives doing different things now. Like since I moved up to New York, I had 2 friends. I had Ryan and Dan. Ryan and his wife moved out to Pittsburgh and got out of the city. And Dan, on my birthday this year, is moving down to Florida. So I'm losing probably my 2 closest friends in the area, other than Carl, who I just made friends with over the last year, and it's coming along. What up, what up? Did I hear somebody in voice chat?
Yeah, it was me. I said Coral.
Oh, what's up?
That's what I was making my Walking Dead reference. No, I'm very similar to you, where I was a part of so many friends groups. Somebody who was definitely more a nerd at heart, but always played. Like I went to a smaller school in PA, so we didn't have the luxury of things like tennis and like we only.
Wait, how many kids did you have in your class?
Like 80 to 90.
Oh yeah, you were real small. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we had, for guys, you had cross country or football in fall time.
Yeah.
You had basketball or indoor track for winter, and then you had track and baseball for spring.
Interesting. Ours was.
And we only got baseball as I was getting into high school. We didn't even have it then.
We had. What do we had? So fall was golf for both genders, both male and female. Football, cross country, and soccer. I think, or no, soccer was spring, because it was women's field hockey. I think in fall. I think those were the main things that we had. And then winter, you had wrestling, basketball, swimming and diving, and around that same time would be like when they had like the musicals. So that was like the one time a year that like the arts would kind of get their one time to shine. You have a play in like the winter and fall, and then a musical in winter, like end of winter after January through spring. Spring sports were soccer, track and field, baseball, tennis, and I think that was it. I think that was our 4 for spring.
Nice, yeah. But no, I was the same way, because I definitely was in that smarter pool. I mean, even when the class is that small, you don't get. You basically have a higher or lower tier. Like you mentioned, your school has the middle tier. Where I was in PA, there was just a higher and lower tier. So I was more nerdy. Like I did Science Olympiad. I was on Quiz Bowl, academic games and stuff all the time. But I also played basketball. I ran track. So like I was with the jocks. And I'm the same way as you. I don't let anybody ever really get close too much. Like
yeah, I mean you could, like there was a certain, if you didn't fit in, you kind of couldn't.
Yeah, but and I had parents like I'm the first kid in my family, so my parents growing up, when I was growing up, were very much like focused on school. Like weekdays, you can't go out and do anything really, and when uh, and like every now and then weekends you can, but like as you get older in the high school and people start becoming teenagers and more, not being able to do anything on like weekdays and week evenings and stuff, even if homework's all done and things, does actually like it does mess the social structure up a bit.
Yeah. Oh, this is my freshman year. Jesus Christ. What were my times my freshman year? Carl. Oh, it was me, Tyler Wells, Chris Disjardin. Wow, we finished. We were terrible my freshman year. Sorry, I found my swimming times for. This was mid pens, which is like conference championships for Double A, back in 2009. Oh God, I was terrible. Oh God, I finished near last in almost everything.
Yeah, but you were a freshman. You were, you know.
That's the thing is I'm trying. I wonder if I can find my senior.
That's conference too, so that's.
Let's see. This is 2012. Okay, 2012. Now we're talking. Oh, this is just East Penn versus Trinity. I think we lost to Trinity if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my senior year we didn't have many guys. Junior year would have been the one year that we like actually did something. Please tell me I didn't finish dead last. Oh, I lost by 4 seconds in the 100-yard free. Wow, that's tragic. Relay, fine. 3 seconds in the breaststroke. Fuck, really? Damn. That was 0.2 seconds off my fucking best time. Wow. Tragic. Yeah, we got crushed that individual meet.
Dude, and those things are all like the meets and stuff. Like somebody to track is always so fun because like you can have an individually great performance in like a meet, but like if the team gets crushed, the vibes are always going to be sour on like the bus ride home or stuff. Like coach will always come in and be like, "We didn't perform well as a squad." Be like, but I did my personal best.
Oh, let's go into meet history. I can find my fucking
Don't get an AFK warning.
2011 Double A. Oh, fuck yeah. This was 2011 Double A was the year that we nearly qualified for states. Oh, nothing? Were we AAA that year? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure we were Double A. Oh, this would have been states. We didn't make states. I'm dumb. PhD conference. Ah, there we go. Mid-Penn conference. Let's go 20. It would have been 2010, 2011 would have been the year that we did like good old David Nolan. Look at that. That's the name that I haven't heard in a while. He was swimming with what was his 100 fly time? That was the event that got him. Oh no, was it 200?
Yo, I love reminiscing in the past because I've done it plenty of times.
Imagine Dave in a Speedo. Dave looked hot in a Speedo. Not really at all, but I am not flexible enough to be a diver, I will say.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a diver. I mean, even back in the day when I was skinny, I'd actually would have loved to have swimming as an option.
I still hold the record from my junior year for our 200 freestyle relay. Or our 400 freestyle relay I think has the school record, and the pool closed down since, so we forever hold it.
Nice. I mean, sad for anybody who wants to be a swimmer, but nice.
Well, they opened up a different pool, but it has to be different records because they swapped it over to a meter pool instead of a yard pool.
Ah, okay.
So we forever hold the record. We get to see Dave's yearbook. I don't even have my yearbook. My mom has it back in the house. I can see if I can grab it this weekend whenever I'm back home.
I hate this lane versus them. Like, we're doing fine. It's just
First love.
I mean, we're up a good bit. Throw on your life tech.
it's one of those lanes. One of those lanes where we just we take the CS lead early. If I get a hook, I get a hook. But... He's not even that good.
Okay, this actually could be good for us if we can keep this here.
When you cut away humanity, an enemy has
Karthus' topside just died, so we know the jungler's not around.
I can't believe that hit me. I had this dude my senior year of fucking high school that told me to play this dumbass game called League of Legends because he was diamond in it back in 2012. And I remember calling him a fucking nerd for playing it. Now look at me. Loved him
Oh,
to
yeah,
death,
should've told
but
Shrooms, yeah.
I will sleep when project is eradicated.
Oh, I didn't put it there. Yeah, you might. Oh, Lantern.
just didn't get my Q up in time, otherwise that's a kill. If I lost that, I was going to be so mad.
Oh, we were way ahead there. Let's go ahead and confirm. Oh, I flashed bad. I didn't flash the pro. So worth.
Yep.
I have compiled all of project errors.
So did I miss the Last of Us talk while you were?
No.
Bard's coming around that way. He might try something.
That's fine, I'm still out. So the biggest thing that I said,
Restart sequence initiated.
the biggest thing that I said with that was the first 15 minutes of last week's episode, Emily and I paused because it was like, okay, if Ellie's supposed to be on this warpath to kill Abby, I'm not getting the vibe that Ellie's like prepped and ready for that, or at least like has what it takes. Like it feels like all the things that like she should be, like if she's a one-man army, like people were making me out to believe, like she should be able to fucking do everything. Like read the maps that Dina's doing, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
And it felt like she was neutered. But then the moment that they, spoiler warning for anybody that has
Not watched the show.
Not watched the show through last week specifically. Not this week. I've not seen this week's episode. I'm watching that after the stream is done. The moment the tribe came in, or whatever the Seraphites or whatever they're called, and
Yeah.
she gets separated and like has to do her own thing and like goes on her own adventure to kill Nora. That's whenever it immediately flipped for me. I was like, okay, now we're getting to it. Like maybe they're just slow at getting to this point, but like I'm fine with it now. Like that moment was fucking badass. And like it was like, okay, this is what I needed. I needed more of this. And maybe we'll get that, maybe we won't. We'll see as like the next episode goes along. But like if I get more of that and they continue to push that, I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, I would say that's been my biggest criticism of this season as a whole. Is it feels for as much as this should have been like a revenge type story, a lot of time has been spent just I don't know, being relaxed and jokey, and there's a Vladimir here. Okay, I wish I.
Yeah, I was not making out of that one.
Yeah. Good play on their part.
Yep.
And like, the tone just has felt a little off for me, and I feel like I don't know what they're doing yet. You know, if I'm speaking in terms of like last week, with this whole like Sarah fight, Scars and Wolf's angle, whatever you want to call them. Like they're spending a lot of time trying to build up these groups that I don't know if I need that.
I
haven't given me a reason.
If it amounts to something, then I'm fine with it. And maybe it will, because I think what they've set up with the Seraphites is insane. Like there's some insane potential for them to do some fucked up shit with them. But like last season, you think about like the group of people that were eating each other. Like that was one episode. And that felt like it was like a good one episode. And you kind of moved on, and it felt like a segment of the game. But now like they're really pushing out the Seattle run. And maybe that's like the game. I don't know. I didn't play the game. But like we'll see.
I never played the game either, so like I'm in the same spot as you there. I don't like the crap that Bella Ramsey is getting, because I think she showed last week's episode with the Nora situation that like if they have her be kind of playing a more serious and a more like revenge-filled character, she carries it. But I feel like they keep writing her to be kind of like this jokey, like David kind of said, neutered character that like why doesn't she know this stuff, or why is like, you know.
Yeah. Which I get the angle, if they're going the angle of like, okay, she for now is like this kid that is just gung-ho, because she very much is. And like even the moment where what's-his-name saves them in this episode, like she's definitely gung-ho, and you saw those survival instincts kicked in when they needed to. But I need her to develop a little bit more by the end of this season, given especially that we have a third one, to just be this fucking automatic, like, fucking killing machine by the end of Season 2, so that by Season 3, since we know there's going to be a Season 3, it's just straight warpath. Like, if that's the route that they're going with, I'm fine with it. But the problem is, like, I think everybody expected this to be wrapped up by the end of Season 3, and we didn't know how many episodes, so we didn't know how to, like, pace ourselves in terms of expectations, which made it tough. But
well, I do think the 7 episodes is like an issue they're having this season.
Yeah, and apparently there might be.
It does seem
season.
like a forced error. Yeah, I saw.
Ooh,
a flash, I can get out. No lantern. Lantern will be up.
Close.
Yeah, I was taking it. Yeah, I would have got out if Bard wasn't there seeing me. Oh, that was lucky for him. And like, yeah, and I just think too. What I think hurts is you had so much at the beginning of the season. Let's see, clearly like developing Abby in the first 2 episodes, and like going into the Nora episode, there's been like they spent time building up these other characters, and they've shown nothing of like it almost makes you forget what, you know.
Yeah, it almost like you almost forgot that Nora was part of that group.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait in base for a few more minutes.
You're good. Let me put some wards out. So like if they were doing more with this Wolves group, I kind of wish it. again, I'll wait for the finished product to have full diagnostics. I already am like planning like a full piece on season 2 of The Last of Us. But I would have liked to have seen if the Wolves to like at least have some of these characters that we saw in the beginning and part of the season with Abby be featured with them more to make it feel connection, other than like,
Rating will soon fall.
you know, like I know the actor who's playing like Isaac, he's amazing, but they haven't given me a reason to make me feel like I need to like care about them. And like the story's still very much, I feel, Ellie focused, which is fine. Just, I guess, I don't know.
By the way, the Hall of Legends Uzi stuff just got announced like 20 minutes ago. So after this game, I need to pause and we need to read everything on stream.
Well, I got leaked today, so I'm sure they're just like, well,
I mean, that's their
Might
fault.
as well-
Like, come on, they know.
It also might have been planned. It also, think about it this way: what time did the news start coming out for us?
Oh,
like,
you're
in the morning?
right. You're right. It came out like right in prime time for China.
Yeah.
Some good poke.
Almost.
Tragic. If he walks that way at all, he dies. I feel like a Bartle is coming.
I will make the video at the end of the season. I'm waiting for the last episode that air next week to give my full like personal diagnostic. I have Lantern. No, shield didn't hit just enough time. I thought he was going to get in tower aggro there. That was my bad.
Nah, you're good. I should have backed off on that.
An enemy has been slain.
If that lantern hits you, you get that kill too. Yeah, no, I mean, Rai doesn't leak everything intentionally. Just ask Arcane.
Yeah.
An ally has been slain.
But you're right. In general, Riot does like to leak things intentionally, like most companies do. Junior Mirror's nearby, so you might be able just to punish this. Go hard on them. Oh, what?
That was a wild interaction. I feel like Bard could be trying to...
He recalled. He'll be kind of back. You can. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Paul. Lantern's gonna be over here.
I don't need
Oh, you don't need it. That mechanic is kind of broken. I've now decided. Like watching that. Holy smokes! Did you like go a mile on that rebound? They really make it so that you can't end that. Happy Pacers semifinal week.
Thank you. I am eagerly waiting Wednesday.
Oh, just back off on this, just because I...
Yeah, no, I was getting souls.
Did you see that Pat sending the dude that got hit with the
Yeah.
trash bags in New York to the game?
Yeah, I did.
That's wild.
Worked for the guy. His publicity
Hey.
stunt that almost got him killed worked.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
An enemy
Yeah.
has been slain.
It'd be great if Pat showed up to one of those games.
Killing spree.
Do you think he's going to? I would assume he's gonna be there for
I
most
don't
of them,
know.
no?
He hasn't shown up to a game yet.
Has he been on the road with like WWE? Like, is he busy or?
He did have WWE.
Yeah, he's
stuff.
doing his stuff.
You know?
You get the tower here now.
But people are trying to get him to go to one, so people are getting a little more aggressive with it.
I mean, I'm sure if he
I'm
shows
pretty
up,
sure
it's
he
gonna be a
will.
madhouse.
Yeah, because they'll let him promo and all that.
Be ready here. If Jin shows up without board, we can maybe get this kill. don't
I
he's
think he'll
gonna
show
take
up
this
to game
rush.
4 if I had to guess.
Nope, Jin's mid.
Because Tyrese offered him tickets too.
Oh,
He thought he had a free kill there.
yeah, I'm taking it back, brother. Like,
Well, I mean, I used my lock and everything. I didn't say it wasn't close to a free kill, but
no, I'm saying the Trendemir that pinged us to go to Baron or go to Dragon.
Dragon. Yeah, well, he's back into. I'm sure Pat will. I'll be honest. If anybody should be on top of Pat being there, it should be
Been slain.
ESPN.
certain people. Yeah, David's bosses. Without
Yeah, I mean, it would be. I mean, because you have Stephen A representing New York and you'll have Pat representing NY. It couldn't have
Yeah,
gone
think of
better
it
for
like
them
that.
too. I mean, especially with the fact that everybody's making this fake, like, beef between Stephen A and Pat. Or real, I don't know. But there's that, you know? Like, this is like the perfect thing that could have happened for ESPN in-house if we're being...
Oh, it's a media.
Real.
It's media perfection.
Yeah.
But are you saying they all knew when WWE people said all those things on his show on purpose?
Yeah. Yeah. This is like everything you could hope for, and it's going
Do you
good.
think, if we want to get conspiracy theory, do we think the WWE people were saying that on Pat's show and hoping that they might force him to be more WWE? Bombing
definitely
Oh,
a
about
theory.
Stephen A?
Yeah.
What, hoping that it would be Stephen A versus
Probably.
Pat.
No,
instead of Gunther.
Hoping if they go on Pat's show on ESPN and say that he's having all that he says this stuff about Stephen A behind the scenes that ESPN may dump him and he has to work with only WWE.
Oh no, I don't think it's that deep.
No, I don't think that, unless they were trying to get him onto, like, Netflix, but I don't think that would even mess up. I mean, Pat's literally had a pretty long leash at
Godlike.
ESPN so far.
I am dead.
I think Disney also knew what they were getting when they got him.
I'm not disagreeing with that too. I'm just
They
making
know
a
he's a
joke
problem.
conspiracy.
No, yeah, I just think they know he's a perma problem.
Hey, to be fair to Pat, this was not him bringing up those things. This was like Paul Heyman and John Cena and like all the WWE
Yeah.
people, and you can see them
True.
like the Pat and this crew. I don't think I've ever seen them like, dude, shut the fuck up before on their faces like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what to think about this game, David. I feel like our team's winning, but I also feel like their team has the ability just to blow us up at any point. Oh,
I thought it was really funny listening to Pat talk
Ah.
about Disney World.
Damn it.
was he at Disney World recently? Was he doing?
Yeah, he was talking about how he, Oh, what? You sounded so disappointed for how well that went.
I thought I had the triple.
Oh.
I thought
But
he did too.
he was talking about how awkward it is coming from his upbringing, skipping people in lines to, like, get his own
I
ride
get
cards
that,
and
yeah,
making people
yeah.
wait on him. And coming through back doors, he was like, obviously, he was like, I know I worked for it and I've earned this, but it's a little
And
awkward.
it's also probably easier on the park as a whole too.
Oh, it's way easier on
Yeah,
the park. Yeah.
he said it was very funny that, though, when he was skipping the lines and everything, because people know who he is, people were like cheering. Because he got his own whole car for, or train, for Guardians of the Galaxy, and he said when he was being sent off, like, people were going, Pat, 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 and he was like, yeah, I got, like, Psycho fan. You know, like, yeah, bro.
He's just realizing
Your
that.
whole... Yeah, he's like, you can just tell, like, my people don't even care if I'm treated like a king. Like, they just sit there and cheer me on, and I'm like, well, yeah.
Dave loves ESPN 8 the Ocho. That's a reference I wasn't expecting to see in 2025, but I love it.
Why?
Yeah.
ESPN does ESPN the Ocho every year.
Okay, well, I soloed the ribbon, so there's that.
That's not very impressive.
Oh,
She's 0
she's
10.
0-9.
Without a ward, and she was flirting the bush well.
Okay.
And it's still a ribbon who can still kill me. I'm an ADC.
If anything, that just shows the state of ADCs.
Exactly.
Or how inting this ribbon is. It's, you almost think that it's a sniper.
Well, no, he's undefeated on that in pro play. Thank you very much.
I know. I was,
You guys shouldn't be talking this week after you got your booty cheeks clapped.
We had to play
You
against
still
Spawn
talk, you
TL. Nobody else has played against Spawn TL yet. Okay.
True, but I don't know if anybody loses or if anybody beats Spawn TL.
And can we just, for a second, all remember we did lose to a team that, in theory, like largely upgraded at jungle, from what it looks like, and is the current best team in the league from a standpoint of like they have the most recent championship that you could have, or split win. Like, they are the best playoff team we got in NA.
You're not wrong. I love that there's like a
can't-
clear distinction now between playoff teams and non-playoff teams. Like, I love that we can actually draw that hard line.
Yep. I mean, people are
No.
trying to act like you can't, like, say that TL steps up and that... I mean, APA, every mid-split, I feel like we're told he needs to be replaced. And then in playoffs, it goes perfectly fine, and it was a complete waste.
Well, I was DMing somebody today named Paul, who happens to be in this voice call. I find it always funny how C9 fans like always find a way to start telling all the other teams that they need to replace their players, and yet their team is in the consistent choke mode at the moment. And but they'll always tell you their team is the best,
True.
and they'll yell at you for trying to bring up valid points while there's a crossover podcast going.
What's the last one they won?
What? A split?
Yes,
2023 spring.
Dang.
Yeah, so it hasn't been that long, but it's definitely still been a bit.
Okay, this is actually funny.
What?
What Healy just posted.
What'd he post?
Tweet that said NBA Finals previews always go so crazy, and it's just SGA and Brunson shooting free throws for a minute with all the lights playing.
Bro, the
Well, they
edits
might
have
be
been
on.
great. TikTok, I
Oh.
must say, has been like the best thing for the NBA ever.
The Pacer edits have gone hard. And yeah, TikTok going big actually like did bail out the NBA so hard, because with X like on a clear regression and that being their main way of getting things out during the regular season, they needed something.
Yup.
And TikTok is that something. That, and I've noticed the NBA's been doing really good. This season they did really good on YouTube. Like
Wouldn't doubt
getting
it.
their content out. Game highlights were getting like 1 million views.
Oh yeah, there.
Pretty.
Every day I would check YouTube trending, and NBA game highlight was on there in some capacity.
Yep.
They know we're here, by the way.
Which is always a good thing. I like to see the NBA survive. I mean, not just because my team's good.
I'm gonna push up this top wave.
I can't believe that worked for us. I thought for sure they would have rotated on us.
Well, the thing that
That
I'll say
was
about
like-
Umpty chat is that I think Umpty is going to be great to stick with C9 for this split and be a development, kind of like a role coach for Yuji.
You
But
mean
it's-
Steel? Chat.
Or TL, yeah. It's going to be entirely dependent on whether he wants to play or not, to whether he goes somewhere else or not. Because I'm sorry, but I don't think the future for him is with Team Liquid.
Oh, unless he's a coach, wants to be a coach.
Yeah, I'm playing. Let me be clear. Playing wise, there's definitely
Yeah,
not a
his
future for
his
him.
playing career is probably just done. Who the heck is gonna take him?
I don't know. Fucking DRX took
Um,
Piosik. Or not DRX. Yeah.
Yeah, but what, like,
Yeah.
honestly, what roster in a region? You don't get many rosters that have all the other positions be about as good as TL's is, you know, in a region. Like, there's no better opportunity for the man. He was the clear weakness.
And I
Like,
imagine
and maybe
he's
I'm
also
wrong,
not-
and like by the end of playoffs, it's way off.
And I think Yuji's not going to be far off from getting like he's going to be a resident at some point. Not a doubt in my mind he will become a resident.
Yeah.
Because he was a student here, he'll be working here, he'll be eligible for his visa, for his green card, probably pretty quick. So,
Well, I guess they can now because of things
well,
that happened
Trump-
today.
Trump
But I was
is
gonna
out.
say, no, I was about to say TL's about to buy that $4 million green card to get him good.
yeah, nope, that ain't happening anymore.
Not right now.
Did you see Steve's response, by the way? Just go read it.
Worth going reading.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I can speak better, then worth go read. What's his handle?
Liquid 112 or whatever
Liquid
it
one-
is.
Yeah.
Okay, because Twitter just
Twitter's
I put
terrible with
TL
it. It's
Steve,
so-
and that
it's
was
so
way
bad.
too hard for Twitter to figure out. I forgot they can't comprehend what that means.
Well, they probably thought you were trying to type in chicken jockey and got fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They're coming for me, ain't they?
Surprisingly, I thought they would have tried doing Baron or something. But they are coming for you. But you have an escape there with.
Uncompromising action delivers results.
Vladimir is now 16, by the way.
Are you trying to get consent?
No. No, sir.
I'm sorry. That just felt like
Wow.
an appropriate joke. I think Paul would be proud of me with that joke.
Heal in 2025, you damn right, Rin.
It's a pretty well thought out response.
Oh, that was worth it.
And we should be able to get Baron, but me and Trindamir are bot, so we can just push it.
We could get Baron, but our two biggest damage dealers on Baron are on the opposite side of the map, which includes you, so...
Okay, we get inhibitor for free, and then we back off and get Baron. Rotating over to mid. Holy shit, you hit that.
Got Jin's flash.
Alright, we go to Baron.
I don't know if we do.
Yeah, fine. We can back off. I got full item.
We have hex things, and now we can go to Baron potentially.
Bro, you're on crack. Somebody put in his comments, you'll find a better partner and added Ferrari, Porsche, and Range Rover. Bro, there's like probably 2 gamers who can afford one of those.
Yeah, and they're about to drop all their money on Uzi skins, so...
Yo. And the other ones who can afford it are gonna put it on a loan that they'll never actually pay.
Good old Klarna.
Yo.
I'm gonna put
Dude,
it up to the
today,
top side.
Chase Bank asked me if I would like to take my last Costco purchase and push it into 4 easy payments.
Bro, they're starting the next recession. It's actually insane.
I was like, are you kidding me, bro? I went to Costco. Like, do I need 4 easy payments? Through your Chase account, you have access to 4 easy payments of your Costco bill if you don't want to keep spending it all at once.
They
I
might
was
be
like,
coming your way.
bro, if I need a small loan for Costco, I think I'm in a really bad spot.
Like the piece of financial advice that I will give to people, if you are in that dire of a state that you can't afford groceries and you have 401k, take the penalty to withdraw from your 401k before you start spreading shit over multiple payments and can't afford those fucking payments.
Yeah. Legitimately.
Like anything to not force yourself into a position where you have to, where your monthly obligations get fucked.
Has been slain.
Mm-hmm.
You have slain an enemy.
I need to heal up off of this wave.
I mean, that kind of pay cut is, or that kind of like system of pushing fast food or groceries
It's fucking
to
predatory.
payment plans is, yeah, it's psychotic.
It's so predatory.
I mean, it's the reason that Bill AOC was doing. She did it with a Republican lady, and they voted it down instantly. She tried to do that, capping credit cards to 10% interest, and they were like, "Well, we can't vote for that. If we do that, then we'll just never give out credit cards." And it's like, so
That's
you're
the
That's
saying,
point.
like,
anti-American.
yeah, you just want to keep them as unfair as possible? They were like, well, no. It's like, yeah, and I highly doubt you'll actually quit giving out credit cards, or then you have nobody to get money from.
Yep.
Because the people that you said you'll quit giving them to are the ones who are actually defaulting on the payments. And you're getting crazy money.
I've only done those things when they give you 0% interest. I'm like, why not? I mean, here's the thing. For those that are young in chat that might not know this, it is actually important for you to assume some credit card. Not debt, but like some credit card expenses.
Yeah.
You should be putting things on your credit card as you can and paying it off immediately at the end of the month. That's good financial practice. 1, because you build up the points that can get you vacations, rewards, things like that. And 2, it builds up your credit base. Like your credit goes up. So it's really important to be using credit cards. The American financial system is based off of that. But it's important not to assume so much debt to the point where you then have monthly payments that you can't afford. But you should be putting everything you fucking can on a credit card. And then paying off the credit card instead of just paying with a fucking debit card.
Yep.
My Vlad's over here.
Yep.
I'm gonna push mid if he's over there.
Yeah. That's why I tried hooking him before, because I knew he would die on the second one. We should just go do Dragon now with Vlad down.
I mean, I think we take this inhibitor and then go
I
big
mean,
dragon.
Started with Dusty Discover Card. Those are good.
or the Capital One Discover.
Hey, that Costco card though, if you get gas a lot, goes hard.
Oh, it does.
It does. And Costco already has cheaper gas, so there's almost no reason not to get.
And
Costco
there's no
gas.
fee because it comes with your
Your membership.
membership. Yeah.
I've got the Capital One Venture card.
Which I guess is the fee.
Basically, yeah. It's like if you can lump in a credit card to your Amazon Prime account, it's actually really smart.
Yeah,
If I do that,
can. I don't even get a fee on Chase Sapphire
Oh, no.
because of military perk.
Chase
They
Sapphire
don't
rewards.
fee you for being military.
I don't get a payment on it anymore. The only one that I get a payment on is the Capital One Venture card.
Bro, this is actually hard in the paint. What? Disneyland is now selling 3-day tickets at Costco. Whoa, it's kind of nuts too. $4.50 for a 3-day park hopper, Lightning Lane multi-pass, and a $30 dining gift card included?
Oh, you got just far enough away.
Yo. That's actually kind of nuts. Lightning Lane multi-pass for the whole time? Am I reading that right?
no, Costco is a mess with their discounts for their.
Can I get my Disney World tickets to Costco? It's probably not even as good as military for being honest, but we'll see.
Oh, fuck you, Vladimir.
Yeah, this game's just over.
That's end.
Well,
City
if Trinamere
game.
wants the game to be over, then
Ooh, Sam's Club. I will say I do like Sam's Club's pizza a lot, for what it's worth.
Sam's Club is also really good. I mean, them and Costco are pretty much
They're them, Costco, and BJ's. They're all the
but
same thing.
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't really get Sam's Clubs out west. It's only Costco out here. But I do remember Sam's Clubs back when I lived in PA. They were more popular than Costco.
Well, you know who owns Sam's Club, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Does chat know? Does chat know the pipeline? All right. Who owns Sam's Club? Let's see.
We'll give you a hint. Can I give him a hint?
Chat got it.
There, he got it.
Walmart.
I was gonna say Razorbacks.
I hate.
He's
you.
like the biggest He's the biggest
Yeah,
donor.
he's the
of
biggest donor for
Razorbacks.
the.
And they still suck. And they have, bro, they have Walmart money. You gotta really suck.
All right, let's look at this Uzi Hall of Legends thing real quick.
And no, you could buy Disney World packages on Costco.com.
For the record, chat, I do not have Twitter on light mode. I just do
On-
this whenever I need to get screenshots for videos. I normally have it on lights out, so I apologize for blinding you. All right, let's read.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, they dropped the article?
Yeah, they dropped the article. Riot Games is
When
proud to
was the faker one?
celebrate.
Was that a year ago?
It was a year ago now.
Ew.
Known for his unparalleled skills as a bot laner. Yup. Standout performances at Worlds 2013 and 2014 finals, which he didn't win either. His crowning achievement in 2018 was winning MSI.
Are you guys playing flexes after this?
I'm down to play one flex game. I got time for one more, and then I'm
I'm down to
watching
play
The Last of Us.
I have only seen controversy about this new season.
Wait, as with last year, Mercedes-Benz will present a custom piece of art honoring Uzi, blending the real world with the universe of League of Legends, continuing the style. The article will spotlight Uzi's incredible career. A personalized Mercedes G-Class with EQ technology will also be gifted to Uzi. Nice. My dude got a fucking Beamer. Good for him. Or
Probably
wait, no,
already
Beamer.
has
Is it Beamer
5.
BMW or Benz? Beamer's a BMW, right?
Yeah, Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, it's a Benz. He got a Benz out of it. We want to honor him with a manufacturer custom G class. Jesus. To learn more about Uzi and Hall of Legends, visit the Hall of Legends site starting next week, May 27th. Every year, somebody gets inducted in. They'll be presented with an official trophy. Will be memorialized on the rift through an in-game event. Nice. Nice. I wonder if there will be a video. There's a video? There's officially a video? Wait, like the video or like a trailer video? Hold up.
Ah, you know what I missed?
Oh, it's the trailer. Oh, pause. Hold up. Don't start the queue yet. I need to watch this video.
I also stopped the queue because you told Paul we're going to play Flex. So
Yeah. Will this thing stop fucking playing? Holy shit. I'm going to mute and deafen real quick in chat just so I can listen to this.
Uzi. He was really young and really prodigious.
The AD carries known for being like greedy, very selfish.
The game was about him at all times.
This is the best AD carry in the game.
Incredibly mechanically gifted.
He's going for every trade. He's fighting for every farm. He's playing like a psycho. Whoa, that's dude.
我特别喜欢虐别人的感觉，他打法像疯狗一样。Uzi is a walking gun.
내 우지를 보고 캐리가 이런 거구나라는.
Everyone loves a wonder kid.
这肯定是会有一个，就是有一个利弊的一个衡量的。
Only person to reach 2 finals and have 2 losses.
My dude got in shape. What the fuck?
太多次觉得可以的事情都没有做到。
People wanted to see him lift a trophy.
就觉得自己还可以赢一切的对手，我都不会怕。
他们会在他登场的那个瞬间，就是
他的这些经历、这些故事，到今天依然能打动你。
He made people see that there is more to it than just
Fucking brilliant
doing
idea having
what's
Reckless
expected of you.
Watch on Judo. We gotta wait a month? A fucking month? Are you kidding me? That's so cool though. That is so cool. Come on. Are you kidding me? Dude, he's like the ADC. It was like him and Reckless for me. Like when I started watching back in like 2018, like was like peak Uzi. Obviously, like that's whenever he wins his MSI. But like, dude, he's the reason why I wanted to play Vayne. Like even though I missed like prime Uzi, he was the reason why I wanted to play Vayne. And I remember whenever he came back with BLG, it was like, oh, dude, this guy's amazing. I cannot wait to watch this trailer. It's going to be so much fun. Or this whole thing. It's going to be great. And I can't wait to see what the skins look like because they crushed it with the Faker skins. Like they absolutely crushed it with those skins. Like the price might be a little much, but they crushed it. All right, ready to play when you are, boys.
you're the lobby host.
Oh, of
You're
course
not
I am.
gonna-
I can't invite Paul to a game because we're in solo queue. Like this documentary for Uzi, I'm really excited to watch because I don't know as much about his early career as I obviously do Faker's. So like this is going to be a lot more of a learning video for me than anything else. This is going to be great.
No, me and Paul were just saying it. This pretty much does confirm it confirmed two things. One, I think that post was the first time they officially said that it is going to be one player every year. Like last year with Faker, it was kind of like, we're going to open Hall of Legends. Of course, like the first year, the only person that's going to get in is Faker.
Oops.
But your post, the post you read said that it's only one player per year. So I feel like that's the first confirmation I heard.
Yeah. So
Did you want support, Con?
oh, go ahead. What?
I was just asking Con if you wanted support. I didn't realize.
No.
I
I switched before you even joined because I was going to give you support.
Oh, okay.
So in true sports fashion, all right, now that we know that Uzi got it, we can immediately move on to next year and say who gets it next year. It's got to be Caps, right?
I don't. I hope not.
He would have to retire.
Would he?
Well, here's the thing. Next year is kind of the biggest question mark year because you can pinpoint like two things. Like you can pinpoint multiple things for both Faker and Uzi being the first two. First one, cultural impact. Like,
yeah,
you know. Second one, like who's gonna sell the most skins.
Now it's a crapshoot. Like now, like next year's the fun one, where it's like, who the fuck do we put in?
Next year, you figure out if it's going to go more cultural impact or if it's going to be more who sells skins. Like that's the big question.
Or are they truly just catering to one person from every region, like every 4 years?
Yes, exactly.
Like in reality, it should probably be some sort of combination of Xiaohu, Bengi, Mata, Deft, I think has an argument. Like, yeah, there's so a ruler. Well, ruler's still playing, so I'm not a fan of rulers. I think Deft, because Deft's retired now, right?
I think Deft is going into military this year if he hasn't already.
Yeah, so like that, I'd be fine with putting Deft in there next year. But I think here's my thought. Here's why I think they do Bengi next year. All right, you got your mid, you got your ADC. Maybe Mata Thresh for support, or Bengi with like a Lee Sin skin or something like that. That's all I'm thinking. Hey, this is Kakashi. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Would I love a Reckless skin? Oh, dude, I'd love a Reckless skin. But I think for Europe you have to go Caps over Reckless. Like I know people have an affinity for Reckless, and I get it by all means. But like only one player in Europe has ever been to back-to-back finals, like Worlds finals, and has the amount of titles that he has. Like it's got to be Caps. If you're gonna put anybody from Europe in, it has to be Caps. Period. End of conversation.
And what we said here, what me and Paul were saying when you were deafened, is like. Caps has the same resume Uzi has. 2 World Finals back-to-back and an MSI title.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Caps in because I'm much more of I'd rather this be like the best of the best. But if they're going for something different, then, you know. My question always will be is like, will Caps actually sell the skins in the Eastern countries as Uzi and Faker will? Or
no, there's not a single person in the West, barring Baus, Reckless, and fucking Cadril himself, are gonna sell enough skins in Europe to make it to make it worth putting in another Korean or Chinese player. If you're just doing it for a cultural point, then you put him in. But if skin sales and money is a portion of this at all, you don't even touch Europe or North America for at least 3 to 4 years. Reckless could sell in these. The only other person that might be worth it, as much as people don't want to hear this, is Doublelift. Doublelift would sell like wildfire in China. He's loved over there.
And I think Korea too. Yeah, he's loved in Korea and China. Especially because like the first part of like his CLG career and stuff was played in Korea and things. Like CLG played in Champions Korea.
Core JJ. I mean, sure, but like
It being one a year though does I will forever say it just sucks.
I think we're gonna get to the point, in like, I think they're gonna do like the. Here's my theory: they do the first 10 inductees, like assuming this esport obviously goes into an indefinite period of time, and we don't have to worry about the game dying. To be very clear, I think you do the first 10 as individual years, and then after that you do 2 a year, and have that be a combination of both players, coaches, personalities. Like you want to start ingraining like Captain Flowers and people like that in the Hall of Legends as well. Whatever you want to play, Paul, I'm down.
We're gonna get funky. I don't know if it's any good, but I want to try it out.
Fiddle. What goes well with Fiddle?
Lunar, I agree with you. If you're going off merits, it should be Core JJ over Double F any day of the week. We're just talking about it.
Pressure the
We're
lane.
just, yeah, we're just talking about like if they're going for sales.
We
If they're
want
going for who's
priority.
going to sell skins.
Lane priority.
What do we think? Lane priority. We've got a Vi, we've got a TF. Yeah, I like the Tristana pick.
Once a Vandal Gunner, always a Vandal Gunner.
Uh-oh, Paul. They're bringing back a classic TF counter. Do you remember something
What
back
is
in the
it?
day when the Fizz?
Oh dear.
I remember when that was like an LCS thing, like in the first season of LCS, somebody picked Twisted Fate and somebody came out with, I think it was Prolly came out with Fizz, and people were like, oh my god, the counter pick.
Wait, so was the
Yep.
Ari Faker skin really 250, or was that a meme? No, it was actually it was 400. It was like 425. And the skin will
Yeah,
probably be around the
250.
same.
You're giving Riot some credit. My bad. I was looking at Disney cruises.
Of course you were.
I'm not going on one. Just trying to figure out what that would cost. In
If
the
Sword
future.
Art gets into the Hall of Legends, Sword Art should be required to have TSM somewhere on that trophy. Just for meme's sake.
Be very funny.
Kiki, they did have an Ari skin that was cheaper. I think around the $200 amount or even a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But the main one with all the things was in a pass that you had to pay $400 for.
They had a $50, a $200, and a $450. That was the scale.
And as much as we all thought people might not buy it last year, I knew way too many people that did. The
I know
500
so
version.
many people that did. And I will say, apparently, Uzi picked Vayne to be the cheaper skin because he wanted it to be more accessible for people. That's the rumor that I heard. Which, baller move for him. I'm buying the Vayne skin just for him doing that. Good for him.
Yeah, he was the Vayne player. Like,
Yep. And that'll be the Vayne skin that I use. Coco.
What was Azir's or Azir's? What was Faker's cheap skin?
LeBlanc.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Which, funnily enough, Ari and LeBlanc are the two champions that he has pentakills on now.
Nice. I mean, it's also funny to pick LeBlanc as the Cheever one, because that's like the most iconic counter pick probably ever in League history.
Oh yeah. That was before David's time, I think.
Yep, that was well before. Well, I
What,
got
bro?
to see him lose it for the first time ever.
When did they add that to the game?
What?
It like auto-bought
This
my
patch,
first
yeah,
item.
This last patch, they're trying to stop trolls in other lanes.
Oh. Dude, they're making this game AI slop at this point. Might as well have a robot pick everything for me.
What do you think this is, Smite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what Smite does?
Smite gives you the option to auto buy, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking great. I kind of like it. I
Yeah.
can just go in and mash my head in against the wall.
Okay.
Minions have spawned.
I also wonder, going back, how much of the Faker LeBlanc skin kind of teased her rework,
Here.
visual
this
rework.
way.
Oh, 100%. Part of that, sure. Even though we're probably not gonna get a Vayne rework or a Kai'Sa rework.
I mean, Kai'Sa does not need one. I
No.
can say maybe Vayne. But just more or less like, if they knew they were making this big skin, I wonder if it was like they had to think about
Ready?
that.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't think it'd go that well.
Oh. I got all three of those. I'm the fucking goat.
Suck my unit. Okay, he might actually just be bad at the game. Oh. I mean, it works with me. Dang, dude, that hitbox is starting to make me sad.
You finally hit two. Nice.
I'll probably flash on him at some point soon. When do you have W?
Right now.
Okay. Just be ready. Ah, that's fine. Gosh, her cooldown on that is not very long.
No. No, it is not.
Alright, this is the one where I'll flash on him. Ready?
Yep.
Never mind. I don't even need to flash, because he just walked into my Q range. Maybe I'm the idiot.
Nope, not. Oh, you're not an idiot.
Hurts. I'm out of here. I wish you the best. Please don't die. Okay.
Look at that.
How many subs do I have?
Look at that. I got the plates too. We'd love that. Uzi has something Cavs will never have, a best of 5 win against an LPL team. Oh god. In 2019. Oh god. Oh, that's
I mean,
mean.
Did
That's
you
kind of
ever
ma-
win best of 5 against a Korean?
he had to if he wanted MSI, I
Yeah.
imagine, right?
Well, no, because or maybe.
Capsula had to have beaten a Chinese team at MSI, right? I guess not.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to.
No, yeah, no, he did.
No,
No, because we beat the TL beat him.
Yeah. The old IG classic.
Wait, no, we beat him in 2019.
If
It was
you
in
ever
Caps.
see a range where you can W on him to slow him, do your thing.
Yep.
so I can get within range.
I'm sorry, TF. It's a fizz. If I try to gank, he's just gonna fizz stuff.
I'm cool with it.
That's tragic. That shouldn't hit.
That thing is heat seeking. Oh,
Bro, she doesn't
man.
miss that. Oh,
Huh.
hello.
Is that mummy down there? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
20 seconds on my ignite. Or I can flash in now.
No, we don't have eyes on the moon. We'll have to hold off.
If he hangs out here this long, I'll give him the 2 kills.
But I'm fine to flash him, whatever.
4 seconds on my ignite. Ooh, that sucks. Oh. Oh, Dave, he's coming. The mummy's coming.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm here too, so.
I'm out. 1 sec. I need base. Never mind. Everybody's here. Go in when you want, Khan.
Oh my god, I'm bad.
It's okay. We won't talk about it and we won't think about it. What? He doesn't go in. If he does, he dies. I'll let him go in. Like, I'm not even kidding. Happy feet. Happy feet. Show him the moves. Do we get
Yeah,
it?
I'm out.
We don't get it.
This is a shit position.
Do you have enough for anything?
Not really.
I'm going. I'm going.
Tragic still.
You don't know. You don't know how this relationship started, do you? Enemy bot lane. This was our like OG lane.
This was. Let me get this plate. We could actually get 2.
I'm gonna greed. Yeah, I'm gonna greed for both. Why not? At this point, we're so far ahead, we can afford a couple deaths. Get them back into the game, make them feel good about themselves a little
Clear
bit.
this wave real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna. You have enough to W, right?
No.
No. Not anymore.
Now I do.
If they take it, I'll just. Okay, I was gonna say I can cancel this at any time.
Cadril never made LEC playoffs. Oh, bro. If Cadril got a skin, it would have to be Malzahar. It'd be the most hysterical thing to ever happen. He won't, but it'd be hilarious. Captain Flowers gets a Skarner skin. Skarner finally gets another skin for the first time in God knows how long.
Do 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 do. She's gotta be in here. No. I mean, if they try to fight me here, we just kill them for it.
I do not have jump for another 10 seconds.
Oh, I missed everything. It's perfect. Alright, now they can't come at this line. It wasn't perfect, but it is. You'll see. You'll all see.
And Paul, I trust.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh shit. He's gonna flash.
we got a sad mummy.
I knew you were gonna flash, you dipshit. Good. Should be.
Heh, just hit him with the ultimate BO. That's a classic, what I just hit him with.
What?
I put NJ in all
After this
chat,
game,
then
I'll be
put
over.
oops wrong chat.
That's
Do you
so
have all
BM of
chat
you.
turned off?
No, I have all chat on, but my
Oh, okay.
camera blocks it, so
Oh yeah, I put the NJ oops wrong chat.
nice.
That's a classic
What?
one. You gotta hit the youngins with it.
Whenever this gets done, hopefully in like 20 minutes.
Hopefully less than 20 minutes with the way you guys are playing.
Are you staying, Con?
I want to get this item and prep for drag.
Eh.
They ain't ready for it.
Oh, he's
Moon's
here.
there.
Do we just want to go kill him?
Kinda.
He doesn't have flash. Hold him there. Yes.
Make sure
I wish him well. Sight.
I have my ult here too. So.
Ouch. Ouch. I'm gonna go heal. I'm back. I basically healed nothing.
I'll take his flash. That's good for you
huge.
guys.
Yep. We'll punish it.
An enemy has been slain.
Lord. Ow, dude. How? I can't tell how to dodge this thing. I might just be old.
Jesus.
It hurts.
Fucking jerk. I do
See
have
if
to
they'll shove it a little. They seem dumb. They do it. Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's better.
Alright,
Mummy's
I'm
down
almost
there.
in range. Ready?
Yep.
Oh no, the mummy's here. I'm
We can still
basing.
kill. No, we can still kill.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm in a real pickle. Are you here?
Yep.
What?
That's tragic.
How's it not? Oh. He didn't die.
He.
Well. Wait, why did I not, what is it called? Fear him. I auto fear him if I hit him with my R, and they didn't see me.
And he definitely didn't flash out, so I don't know.
What gave vision? I don't know what gave vision. Unless my R wasn't like close enough on him, but he was
Maybe.
taking tick damage from haunting guys. I don't love it, but I have to live with it. It's fine. We make the traps more fierce. We make his life worse.
Somehow he's up 11 CS on me.
I mean, I don't know. It's all he kind of has going for him. And we're about to get first turret, so his base there was really greedy.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking on that one.
Has destroyed a turret.
Can we rotate up to mid? Get mid tower.
Yeah. I was already trying to clear the way. Okay. Okay.
Now we go top
Well, that was
tower. We
easy.
get top tower.
Can get Herald maybe.
Oh.
Yikes. Oh. I'm gonna flash on her. Oh!
War, sadly, still. So, Fizz is on me.
You're
Coming after you
fine.
guys.
We got
Probably not. We're
Um,
coming.
They're coming to you
Or we're
guys.
not coming. I'm somewhere.
Oh, she done fucked up real
What am
hard
I-
on that one.
I just... Oh. That sucks. Wait, we just need the vision. Ah. Okay. Oh? Can we kill him here?
Absolutely.
He used E, just go, yeah. What? Wow.
That's fine. That's worth.
Or he did not use
Absolutely
E.
worth.
I guess he did use E, he just... That cooldown is a lot more cooly than I thought. Not a lot of down.
Someone say it's a.
Oh,
it's
I
quite
need
the
help.
upper.
True.
Cocaine doesn't give you that kind of up.
Don't worry, Khan, there's a fake me in the back. Oh, he's gone. I miss you, fake me.
I'm just gonna shut
I'm
out mid
sucking
lane while
it,
you guys
Khan.
get white
Kill
there.
it, kill it.
I didn't have my smite upgraded.
It's fine, we get him in return.
An enemy has been slain.
Then I must get Rift Herald.
I could've silenced him if I was a better player.
You could also just come straight to.
Am I the only living soul?
Oh my god.
Die. Die, bunny. You think this is all fun and games? You think you can just stand there and get sucked off by a scarecrow for free?
Sure looks like you did.
That's not how the world works. It's
What?
not how it works. There's a price to pay. I don't know. The price isn't much, though.
Fanny vodka. Just because.
Where's the action?
And there's IE.
Hmm. Oh, I have an angle here. Never mind.
Do you?
You gave me away.
Well, I can't just let him
I didn't-
stand up there and just like not. Oh, fuck me.
I mean, if you let him do that though, he gets comfortable and then I kill him. That's.
The good thing is a move.
But I get what you mean. I don't know what you want me to do, Mundo. They kind of have to play into me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go mid lane. We kill the smolder. Or we don't.
Oh, he had a buddy called a Fizz nearby, though. Like,
You're fucking with me.
Oh. I mean, he's dead.
that was not worth it. That was a chill kill.
Pow. Okay.
TF's dead. Or he's not. Pogger.
Still dead, I think.
Never mind, he's dead.
Oops.
I'm coming in. I'm not coming in.
Can we work that way?
I think we rage push down mid lane first.
Okay. I really don't want to give Atacon free.
They're not out of a con. Oh, they are.
Oh, they are. Oh my god. Hold up, I'm coming. I'll be there.
What? I mean, that's crazy. Nice job. Nice. I mean, she'll get out, but that's still nice. Wait! That's big. Good job.
Yeah, damn right. There we go. Got him.
That's big.
I'm coming over to Dragon.
That's gonna be gone.
Not fucking around with the smolder. There we go. Mundo's just dead. Or he's not.
Dude.
I'm coming.
I'm over here.
His E cooldown is so low. Oh, oops.
Oh.
I mean, I did a lot. I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh.
Nice. I was gonna say. Nice. Ish.
Tragic. But fine.
I somebody was coming in the thing, so
It stops them from being able to really do anything. I guess there's nothing to do though.
when we
But
got
it
the
kinda ends
Aurora,
them-
I was able. We get, you know.
It ends them from getting turrets and stuff. Makes it hard.
I'm gonna go bot actually.
Not that I guess there's anything they wanted to do. They're not farming jungle. They're not doing anything. They just took that like a man.
I had no HP, so.
Is rotating over to you guys.
Aurora's gonna be on her way there too in a second.
Big.
I mean, I'm not there, and I can't roam in time with Fizz in mid. I'm gonna keep shoving this. yeah, I'm taking it back, and then I'll be over.
And now I can probably do it even without.
And there's Hextech Gate, so I can be there decently quick with the back. Or do I defend mid? I'll defend mid against Fizz. Fizz coming up in jungle over here.
Can you just come kill?
Oh. Don't buy me.
Oh my god.
He's not coming.
Jesus. Alright, I'm coming mid. Straight up kill. Uh-oh. That's an angle. That's an angle. Oh my god.
I thought when David said that was an angle, that meant that, like, David was... TF is ult. TF... Yeah.
Oh, I'm just dead. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay,
Fizz is
bro.
coming, Fizz is coming.
What? We do a ton of damage to that Amumu, though. Does he not know?
The TF is playing like a pussy.
Okay, I die.
He really used ult on me?
Okay. TF also, like, just dipped.
Yeah.
We kill one of them if he just stays. Especially the Fizz coming through blind try. If he stuns him and then I fear and silence, but it doesn't matter, I guess.
Alright, here we go.
It's max
Hey, you
scope to
cannot
expect him to
question
actually
this.
play with me.
Do not flame the 140 CS TF.
He's doing something.
Got my third dragon, not surprising. Go. Quitting solo queue for TFT grind? Not really, no. I enjoy both games for what they are. I wouldn't quit solo queue just for TFT, and I wouldn't, like, stop playing TFT just to play solo queue either. But TFT is one of those games where I kind of more play on my own than, and not really on stream, just because I don't know, I find it's a better solo game than a stream game, whereas League's a better stream game.
Need like 200 more gold.
They have a lot of help there.
Yeah, and Smolder's now hit the execute point, so it's...
Windows pushing bot, he should be able to split push. Yeah, Smurfing's always annoying.
I can peek here. Yeah.
that's fine.
We
That's
get
worth.
everybody though. Yeah.
You guys should be able to push mid for that, hopefully.
Yeah, just shove.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Fizz is trying to split top side and Aurora's bot, so you guys should be able to get that for free. Keep going, you can easily get that in hip. Aurora did back.
Fizz is backing now.
He's dying for the cause, or not. He's gotta
Just
get out
be
of there.
careful.
Get out. Here, Vi, I got top if you wanna.
Oh, come to me, bruh. Okay.
Okay, you got that.
I'm gonna go
Your team has
grab
destroyed.
some bot camps. I'm close to having 100% crit. I'm going to grab mid. I'm taking it back on that. Baron's up.
I can drop a word on it.
Mummy's bot side, so
They're rotating upward, it looks like.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait for our whole team to come.
yeah, we
It
can't
ain't
walk
worth-
it, but-
Yeah. Ain't nothing we can do.
They don't want to start a YT up spot lane. That's perfectly fine. But I do think we want to hover towards Dragon here soon.
I'm gonna put an effigy in there. Never mind. Put an effigy here.
What?
You can have that word. They killed that insanely fast.
Wait, so just walk back towards Dragon.
Can we get Dragon off of that?
Yeah, we
Should be
should
able
be
I
able
feel
to
like that
Dragon.
died instantly.
I mean, they have a very fed smolder. Amumi is kind of gone a little bit AP.
There. This is a perfect ult angle for me. Well, okay.
Nah, it's Hex Tech Soul for them. We can't try and bait it.
No, I mean if they walk.
Yeah.
I need to try and get
They never
top
even
first.
came for it though.
Yep. I'm just trying to help you get clear of the camps faster.
Gotcha.
Kind of annoying.
Careful, because they will. Yeah.
Tells me to be careful, instantly gets caught.
No, I was actually thinking I didn't need the flash there. It was actually like, okay, cool. That ult down.
Smolder's pushing bot.
What?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay. Huge. Big.
And that's game. Shove it down mid.
He wins back there. I can base to help him.
Go ahead. I can just push and end this.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
As long as Smolder doesn't
You all
have the game,
go.
we're fine. Stop him
here.
from backing. Like, literally, if you have to die for it, die for it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain.
Oh, we lose. We lose that.
No, we win.
I mean, you guys. I know you guys are winning. I just mean we lose that.
There we go. And worth it.
I was just sad we lost 2v2. Although I didn't know. I literally just walked up and tried to stop him.
It's a fed Smolder, sir.
What was
Stream.
the saddest? He helped us win the game there at the end.
Stream, I do got a
He
dip.
was basing, and I was like, I'm just gonna cancel it.
Okay, let me show you. 26k? That's what I'm talking about. I
Big
stream. I
game,
got a dip. I
boys.
do not have time for Hurdle or anything else there, but I will raid Travis since I know Hotline League is live. Travis Gafford, we'll raid him.
Not bad.
Be sure to spam your Silver Daves in chat. Let Travis know that we are here, we are loud, and we are proud. And I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.